Then second one dropped, third one dropped. What was it? It was condom. So while they were working, all the villagers who were going to the front for the grounds, when they parked, they were from, oh! It continued to as many condoms as problems. And then the man returned the pipe and left. From that day, there was no trouble. Your people asked implementation committee, you have taken your decision when the government has approved. And you come and work with us. You ask yourself, why is it that always all the plans they are using to implement improve GWCL is not working? Can you buy an So I pray to God that as we start the work, may God invite those people to a meeting and let them know the day so that the young boys and young women will start as I say, here. My second question is a bit political, but it is the truth. And I speak for the workers, so I should be good enough to talk to you. This country, politicians don't allow the people that's the work. They keep on disturbing it. There is going to be election. It is possible everything will win. It is possible they will lose and people will come. I know you have even asking yourself how to think. If by stage in government, when you get the money, will this still be working? Allow action your former platform and start another one. So please, let us know. I beg you. Other than that, you give us hope. When we change of government, I don't know about the Thank you very much, Mr. Moses. Thank you. Number 3. Thank you very much. Pray! Good afternoon. You did mention name. My name is coming from Temari. In your presentation, you did mention that through the restructuring there will be implementation of prepaid meters. And I want to know that with the introduction of prepaid meters, in a way it will affect the work of our customer care officers, or in other words, the meter. So I want to know if the prepaid meters come, what will then affect the customer care officers? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, human beings will go. I'll give the prepaid meters to you. Yeah, thank you very much. Involvement of workers. Is that the answer?
Involvement.
Yeah.
Let me answer.
The consultation was so extensive, very extensive. I told them, let's go down there. Not too long ago, we wanted something to be done in some areas where people were having problems, where I believe in what you're talking about, where the bosses of the area said it wasn't possible in Canada water. But some of the young men came to me and they told me that X, Y, Z could be done. So when I called the people, I was very confident that it could be done. So it has to be done. And within a matter of days, it has happened. So we know that there are, in a number of areas, you go to some hospitals, some of the senior nurses, what they are short of is that they have not been trained as doctors, but they do everything. And mechanics are also very key. The man who came and spoke to us here, when I went to, the number of alterations that they've done up to today before we've gone for money, our machines became obsolete many years ago. But we have survived because of the mechanics. So when you appoint somebody who is a leader who is worth his salt, he will make sure that the right things are done. And if he doesn't do it, like I told you, is a coach who will be fired if the team is not performing. It happens everywhere in the world. So then, after the political issue, we're telling everybody, this is something that has been going back and forth. It's been thoroughly assessed. What we're doing is being funded by the World Bank. And there are some of the things when they are keyed in this way, domestication can come and I don't think we'll be allowed to change because the people who are supporting us, they cannot come and throw their money away. SYZ can come and they will not be able to change it. It's something I think that we need to be where we are because that is what is happening elsewhere in the world. You don't joke with water, but water is life. Then I'll give this to, we're talking about the prepaid meters. You can sit down.
Yeah, I happen to be the chairman of the committee at the head office looking at the prepaid metering topic. So I want to take on that issue. We are working carefully and slowly because, as you're all aware, we had a prepaid metering project in this company before and there were difficulties.
No more. Go take the last round.
So, in direct response to the question he asked, when the prepaid metering comes on board, yes, the customer care staff will not be doing the traditional things that they do currently. Where necessary, they'll be retrained because even monitoring the prepaid meters is a huge job and we need people to do that before we can succeed. We invited our colleagues from ECG so that we could learn from them, and they briefed us just last week. So I want to assure you that there will be work for the customer care staff. Thank you.
The person who was recently about politics there. Yeah, we need good politics, but we are also learning.
And I'm sure the politicians and the managers are beginning to see where they should put in their effort. I believe no manager does his work without taking into account what we call assumptions and risks. Of course, what we are doing is based upon the assumption that things would be as they are. But even time has changed. It was assumed that all this will be completed by the end of October this year. But if you are a good implementer of a program, you look at what the possible risks will be to change your time frame. And this we have taken it into account. All the options that were looked at had their risks and assumptions. There is no, what do you call it, implementation plan or option that you can bring that has no risk. So the important thing for the good manager is to foresee this risk and take appropriate measures against those risks. I'll end it.
Thank you very much, honorable members. Let's take the last set of questions from this session. So, 1, 2, 3. Please come forward. Okay, forward. I'm sorry. Please come forward. Now ready again, but let the language be different. Thank you.
To strengthen his vocal cords.
That's all of them. Anu.
Your name.
Aya. Aya.
Name.
My name is A.A.
No.
Honorable, we have heard that you have made some changes at the head office there. And that changes has created a big problem in this system. Both the junior, senior, and every workers in this company. And I think all of us here want to move Ghana Water Company forward. So I want the minister to take this advantage to explain what happened before that changes has been made. Because we don't know what is going on. But what we have heard that ourselves, we are fighting among ourselves. So people are going to do some demonstrations here and there. So many things have happened. Because all of us here, if we lose this company, we lose our life. So we are moving this company forward. We are not doing politics in this company. But rather, we are doing a work for the of this year and for ourselves. So I thank you to take this platform to explain everything to us so that we move forward. Because we are there for what is going on. If you don't make it there for everybody, you understand.
You have made your point.
Yeah, I don't know what you have because it is serious issue.
What do you know?
Thank you.
Moye, Joje. Ike Joje.
Afane Davi. Afane yo.
Your name.
My name is Kassim.
Huh?
Papa for freedom in the Ghana Water Company. 20 years now. Honorable, the other hand is said, 20 years your family was Ghana Water Company. That your management, everything, your minister. And this work is killing the company. That's all you know. Na ubani gaji ya minister, uiri ababa kuni, apa pasta, apa nyuga mama. Nisa company is abwini, this is for workers are abwini, if I'm lying. Because if you say no money, the workers go to work under a company. You see, what the pacha, a several customer, management, all trust here. Minister, full company, and my workers living almost better. What's your minister? Minister. Okay, Sika Sabani, that's Samaya, everything, Sika, and my workers living on my brother. I'm telling you the fact. Look at that. don't know our balance. But for this whole period that this thing has been in existence, we have had one statement. And that statement is not about the fund itself, it's about the individual statement. And that does not throw light on the fund itself. We want to know how much is invested in who, what company. And so this is what there is.
That member, did they show it to you about water? This is not about that member. The member who went to Parliament.
No. We don't see those ones. That was the first time when you said it. That was the first time I heard it.
Someone has said it.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Honorable Minister, I have just a few issues to put before you. We are aware that the government is bringing a lot of
name
on board.
Name.
I'm Augustine, by your General Services Manager. And these projects are generating a lot of compensation issues. We forwarded a lot of them to the ministry, and up to now, we haven't heard anything. Meanwhile, new projects are coming, and we're going back to the same project-affected people. We go to them to plead with them to destroy their farms, their houses. We go back to them and say, hey, look you. So we appeal that you take up this matter seriously with the government. The other issue is security of our facilities, as indicated by my brother. Not too soon, urban roads. They are great cause. Our main reservoir site, that's the Homegrown Reservoir, which roads, thereby opening it to the public. And some of them are even so close to the existing reservoir, heavy moving equipment to cause damage. We think that this should be a security zone and should not go in out to the public. We succeeded in stopping it just last week until they come back to the asphalt. The other issue is to the implementation committee. We need a lot of legal re-engineering in our statute. Why am I saying so? Issues about illegal connection. You arrest a culprit, under what law are you going to prosecute? Protection of our headways and catchment areas. Last year, we arrested some people doing illegal logging within the Barkesi catchment area. What the police asked was, under what law are we telling them to prosecute this culprits? The other issue of property rates. The district assemblies are chasing us all over with high property demand notices and restore property rates. The Ghana Water and Sewage Act exempted us, but we are finding it difficult to see whether we can go under the company's code or any other statute to exempt ourselves. The other issue is the baseline performance indicators. We are going to sign contract with various individuals, units, and the regions. This issue about the performance indicators is critical. If we gloss over it, we are going back to the ABRL Ghana Water saga. So much work should go into the issue of performance indicators, water meters, and what have you. That will help us establish or determine the performance of that relationship.
So this ends the question time. The Honorable Minister of Workers and Education. Thank you very much.
There's one which has run through two people. Aya was talking about changes at the headquarters, and then I've got projects here. It's okay. And then the second person also talked about the same thing, an issue of no politics. You see, the gentleman who talked about the men fighting, yes, he said it all. It's because of the lack of cooperation and various islands in the Republic led to where we are. It led to an embarrassing situation in Parliament the last day that we're leaving. I was not going to talk about this because, as far as I'm aware, nobody has been sacked. The rumor was spread there all over. People were calling me that somebody has been sacked. Nobody has been sacked. And people should respect our intelligence. I was a public servant. You talk about politicians. We are Ghanaians. It's like a soldier in uniform. When he puts a uniform down, it's a civilian. I've been in the public service at zero level 14 years before I became the mayor of Accra. I've run institutions. I was a minister of sports. I know where you are boards. You went through boards. So when people want to court cheap sympathy, they do the things that are happening. I wasn't going to talk about it. As I stand here, let me tell you something. When we finished building the Makola market, people didn't know how we distributed the stores. What I did was, I involved the women. All the commodity sellers, we put them into groups. And when we finished, when we were registering them, the leaders identified those that we should register. I put everything on video. I still have them. And then we moved them and out of the place. When we finished, we gave them cards. People know out there didn't know. I knew that, look, we were collecting monies from the public in the name of government. So you have to go to Accountant General and buy the valuables from there. And I told my people that I knew that people would take advantage. Those who were not qualified will go and give some of the revenue collectors bribe, and then they'll give them legitimate, in quotes, receipts. So we coded all the receipts that we gave to the legitimate people and coded their cards. So when we finished building, we asked all of them to move into the market. They moved in, and then people came and said, oh, there were 4 people, 3 people. So I said, they should all come out. The following day, we brought some soldiers there, and then I brought a book. I kept the master book myself. I brought the master book, gave it to them. As they mentioned you went in. Coded cards. When they finished, those who, as soon as that book, they called the last person, the market was full, and that was it. The echo started making noise that we collected money from people who didn't give them space, and I called a press conference. Took them to the city hall, put the deck there, and then put those cassettes, put them in. When they finished watching, they said there are no questions to ask. Then Guta, then across, when we built Accra Sports Stadium, refurbished it for Ghana 99. That is where I'll show you how people can be mischievous in this country. And having been the system as an auditor, as an accountant, I am always very careful. When we want build the end, is it the northern end of the stadium? And then we brought in all those plastic chairs. Now we brought plastic chairs, we put it first. 5 companies bid it. I put in place a committee. They were the ones who were involved, as many as 50. Some of the sports writers, Joe Agre, who always makes the loudest noise, he was part of the group. And then they chose a contractor. I wasn't part of it. He went through all the processes. Not, any small tender entity, the national tender entity considered it. And the people got the they awarded it to them. The chairs were bought from where? Chelsea, their stadium. And then they started the rumors that I gave the contract to Adekoka, my friend. That's why they call the place Adekoka. It wasn't true. At that time, when the thing was going on, I went and told the bosses that I needed a probe. Well, if they clear you, then you have been cleared. Because I knew that those who were doing, they were being mischievous, they were liars. So, do you want it? I want it. So they set up a probe, a committee. I stepped aside. I gave evidence just once. I stepped aside. I didn't want to make noise anywhere. And then I was cleared. And I came back stronger. Let me go back to what happened. Like you were saying, there was this loan, 0.5 billion, an additional funding that was needed to expand the bond headworks further. That memo, after it has gone through cabinet and approved, that memo got lost. Anytime the finance minister and I will sign it, then I think get 5 times. So my doctor said, look, you are the template, go and print it again. You can ask Cynthia at the finance ministry. When the thing goes through, it doesn't go to just one person. So they brought the template, as I said, Cynthia, carry it and bring it. We looked at it, we corrected everything, we signed, the finance minister signed, and then we send it to Parliament. Well, after cabinet, you come and prepare another memo for Parliament consideration. It would have been approved long ago, or 3 months ago. But what I think was getting missing all the time. So, when that happened, it went to Parliament all right, and the last day that we were rising, I went to, there was a program at La Palme, so my deputy went and stood in. That same day, we had to take all the members at the select committee level, clear it, and send it to the plenary in the afternoon. So they went at 9 o'clock. I came and joined them. When I came, they've done 2, so I joined them, and then I took over this one. Then when we started, there was, in the template, you have something for, Siemens. 3-point-something $1 million. This are the, and so one of the members asked, why is it that Siemens was already there working, and you are taking this additional one, and you have Siemens there? I said, simple. It was something that we put there as contingency. If at the end of the day, we needed something, we can't be going back and forth every now and then on one project. So that was approved. When we were finishing, one of the persons raised her hand and said she had a problem with the pipe. We listed all the things, the pipes that had been stated in the memo. I'm not a technical person. So the argument went on and on and on and on. And before we even got to the plenary, the issue was raised there. So I asked the Ghana Water Company people to go and write, they must explain, because they said that what was there was not good for our climate. They should go and put it on paper. That was the decision at the Senate committee level. So that we send it back to the plenary. So I was given the task. I went and sat in my office waiting for the thing. 1, 2, 3, it wasn't coming, so I had to move to, Parliament. But then some of the Ghana Water Company people came to me and they said, Wanyaku was the one that I asked. Is he here? Mr. Nyaku, yes. You, if you were a professor, you came and threw some light on those things. And that was how we were able to clean and deal with the Siemens thing. So he gave us the information. So he should go and prepare what he has told us and bring it to me. So I send it to the to Parliament, the plenary, main house. So he wasn't coming. And I was asking of him, they said he wasn't around. So I called some people, I don't want to mention people's names there, to glorify them. So they came and said, what he has done wasn't good, so they have, amended it. So where is it? Then you have to go and bring it. He wasn't coming. We're trying to get Nyanku. His line wasn't going. So I went to the plenary. So whilst we were there, the people came and brought something which came to kill the thing that, we had. But they said there was a company here which could do it. What is that? Duraplast. So we said that, look, there's something that we can do in Parliament. We wanted this to go through. After it has gone through, we can freeze that aspect where there's a controversy. We freeze it, and then when the controversy is settled, it will be frozen. We go back to Parliament. That one, normal. You don't have to go through the whole process again. So we agreed, and one of the ranking member agreed that we should do it that way. So we had to mutilate virtually the other paper because you cannot start it again. You have to start the process again. We mutilated it, and then the memo to read the Duraplast that we were talking about. And then, after that has been done, then that person got up again and said that the one who initially opposed had traveled, but she said, the thing shouldn't go through. I said, look, if you don't want it to go through, I don't have any personal interest. I didn't know who was behind it. We only tell the country that these people do not want the water situation to be resolved. And in any case, about 4 or 5 members of parliament, what we are approving will benefit their constituents. So they're also pushing. Well, when you approve of it, they can also go and say that they fought for this to be approved, the water situation is going to be improved. Luckily, we went through, battled the thing through, and it was approved. So when we got back, I was looking for Nyanku, I didn't get him. And so somebody, an engineer, brought me a paper to confirm what was put in the memo. When the thing happens, I called the urban waterman because it is his baby. Anywhere you are doing anything and it's a man's baby, the man must be involved. He said he didn't know about it. So that endorses what he said. So when they brought the paper, we justified what Nyanku and Nyanku worked on the paper. Let's put our hands together for him. One, it justified what Nyanku had done. That's it. What's going on? So the people who brought me that thing, I didn't even use it. You know that other people will not lie. I asked them to say the thing to me officially. And we said, look, what has happened? Let us find out. We showed it to other, what is one day? We showed it to other engineers and they endorsed that, no, that was it. And that what these people were proposing would not be possible. I have all the details. I don't want to bore you. All the details here about even price quotation, justification, and all. So you have all, that's what I'm saying. We have all the great guys here. We don't use it. So I said, I'm going to okay because he was involved in all these things. Hello. Then the two who knew about the thing, we want to set up a committee I didn't just want to jump at what has happened, of crack water engineers. And we got them. Two of them and a secretary from our place, let them go into this thing and give us a report of the true situation. You may know, but let them also, even when they look and say, hey, this guy was right. And I know, as an administrator, that no minister can just take a pen and sack anybody like he's been sacked. There's a board. So we asked the chief director to write to the board based on all the concerns that we have raised, for the board to look at it, and the committee was inaugurated by the chief director. The board should look at it, and if they agree that a man should step aside, he should. If he still wants to be there for the investigation to go on, for us to know, we must learn as we move ahead. The letter went to the board. That's what I know. And as for transfer, if you are transferred, probably the letter put it out there that the man should also change position. He's been on that schedule for a long time, whatever. I haven't seen that one. So what I know, so when I heard that people were calling me that the man said he's been sacked, go leave, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, as far as I know, the letter went to the board. And so I called the chief that I said he gave me a copy. He said, this is bad administration. So if you write and I'm copy, you the copy addressee, you don't act on letter that you are a copy addressee. So the issue of going to call people to confuse them, the truth is what we are telling you. Money to have Ghana water, confidence structures we put in place was what we went. And we felt that we were embarrassed. If we were anywhere else, any parliament, you go and visit parliament? No. This one was not even there. Somebody called him, he rushed to me and said, look, what's going on? So that is what is happening. Nobody has been dismissed yet. And we are waiting for the internal administrative inquiries happens all the time. And that was what it was. For anybody to go and organize to go on demonstration, you will fall flat on your face. Well, the truth will be told. I don't want to talk about that's why I didn't even add it to what I was going to say. It's not important. The truth will be told. My mother says all the time that truth is pregnancy. And lies is also pregnancy. It will not be carried forever. After 9 months, if you are not lucky, 10 months, it will give birth. Whether it's lies or truth, people will know. And I talk about, when the first person talked about politics, you can find out from, I became a minister in the first term of the first NDC. Ask them, wherever I went, if you are a hard worker, that's it. People come and lie, you are MPP, you are this. I tell you that where we are now, our party is Ghana Water. And we have to roll it at once, move. If you belong to a party and you are not even doing like a football team, you have to set aside. I don't use politics at all. Go to parliament, across the aisle. Some of the information that I had it from MPP members who were going to benefit from the water thing, that, hey, make sure that stand fair, we are with you. Push it, that's why I pushed, and the thing was approved. So it's too early in the day. Whatever you've been told is false, probably false. The truth is what I am telling you. Ministers don't transfer people. I can suggest, I can recommend to the people who are clothed with the authority to do it. I can recommend, but what we did was to recommend that we go into that thing so that nobody will go and lie, nobody will be blamed. What I was trying to avert is what has happened. So we all have the facts. And we check the facts out for people to know what the situation is. So, my brothers and sisters, this is the truth, nothing but the truth. It's not about politics. So, because I heard yesterday, someone said, oh, because they said Koku is in MPP. It was MPP. 4 years, we've been with the man, less than 1 month to go. Is this the time that I want to deal with that? And we don't do that. We never did it that first thing. We never said people out on indefinitely for 8 years. We never did. I work with people based on their competency. How many people have I not been told are MPP? I tell you, just forget about it. So long as a man is delivering, let's move on. Because the pendulum changes and we must grow as we move along. So nobody, if you don't, you can go and find out. I don't do that. Thank you. Yeah, the security issue, we'll take it up. I'll take it up with the management. I'll lead and drive it so that we protect what we have. I think that's about it. Thank you very much for your attention. rehabilitation of Road 2. Yes, the rehabilitation of the Road 2, the way their head works. We'll take it up. But some of these critical things, I want you to write. The security concerns in your areas, just send me, write officially through your bosses, or send it to me and copy them. Then we will take it up. And the road issue too, and then send it to me officially. We'll take it up.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. What you see, upon to the end of our interaction with the Honorable Minister. At this juncture, I want to provide the Deputy Managing Director of Water Company representing the Agro to give a remark. And then after, our Managing Director also give a short remark. And then Reverend Lanty will give us a closing prayer and a benediction. Then we depart from here. Thank you very much. Mr. Putu, please. Mr. Putu, please. I want to give an opportunity to speak, please.
Let him talk. Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. Come on, take mine. No, take mine. Otherwise, we'll listen.
The plant over there is collapsed. That's what I'm saying to you that if you can take a time to come together. That's why the road, and this is what people are talking about. Our projects are all in the ground. And when something is spoiled, that's why people want to meet talk. Because they know what I come and talk. It's not talking like somebody who is no matter. But it is the truth. All those people, or what people are saying, they are not. They're fighting that they are talking. So it's good that somebody has said that before the big men, and actually number one problem. But that problem is our secret plan. We have the footprint. Some are done. Some years, perhaps 6 years, they say it must be short. It will last the cats. I'm in charge of chemical dosing over here. So when they will be at the office, they say, whether you want it, it's because of the cell. So once you are here, I'm putting it to you that it will be made it so that they will buy a new one, not a new one. So that the plant can run. And one of them, 5 soldiers can go, wait! 5. We are not doing certain things because I don't want to expose people. But in the fact, that's why they are not allowing it.
Talk.
And our work here that is very, when you come to weather, now if you are dealing with your people, you have to pack aside when the car is coming. You pack aside when you pack before you also continue. The same thing when you are coming with the chemicals. The chemicals are falling on the way because the road is not good. The second one is the encroachment around our capital area is still going on. Where they demolish, people are going back. Then they cut some place and Mampose. They are winning side. The printers will cut into the river, the water came to reddish color because of the winning of sand academies. So I'm feeling to you that like we are saying that and we are going to see flexibility and so forth. We will give you a applause. So that this company to move forward. I think this company it is not like that. But today, I've got to go away, I've got but the fact is,
that's it. Let's clap. Hello. Near Afutu, what they don't know is that Afutus are vibrant anywhere. Yes. They are fearless. Yes, thank you very much. 10 days ago, somebody, gave me the rundown about what is happening at the place. That if we do not do anything about the situation, it will collapse on our heads. And so we're planning. We have planned to come there on Friday to come and look at what is there and then see the way forward. And like I said, the fighting, lack of cooperation at the highest level. You are Ghana, the Ghanaians and the Fantis who handle fish. When the fish is going to get bad, it starts from the head. Down the line, then you are in trouble. And there's despotism. There are quite a number of people who are despots in their areas. They don't want anybody like their personal property. And they don't want anybody to move. Why should anybody tell the world that he's been transferred? We haven't sent any notes here to the people yet, but that's what they are thinking about. Even ministers are reshuffled everywhere. And sometimes it's even a blessing for you to go and improve upon yourself. But because we know so much, and I'll be here, the time is short, and I was concentrating on things. I've known some of these things long ago. That's why we set up a committee to do performance audit. And we have the report. We have the draft report. We are looking at it. Most of the things that you are saying are all here. But the time and season is a problem. We're looking at all that. 1 month to election. The important things that we need to do, first things first, we have to work on this thing. Well, that when we work on it, we'll finish, we're moving on to other things. But once you have said it, when I heard this 10 days ago, some people came with proposals to come and look at wager as well. Like they look at other places. Wager need serious work. We have to just pull it down and rebuild the place. And so, therefore, thank you very much for bringing it out, but we have it here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Mr. KGD, please, what's the microphone for?
Let me just give some advice. As union leaders, in Accra and Ghana everywhere, Bibia Tiedubienu, anybody, those people who run and block the board members from entering, director of water from entering the place. I say that there are people who had, you just had a telephone call that your mother is dead. You left the house, your mother was not sick. Instead of going to find out whether the mother is dead and organizing to take the mother to the morgue, you rush to an undertaker. You buy a shower, you go and buy a coffin, only to go back and find out your mother is alive. That is our attitude in this country. We want negative news. If you hate somebody, you are wasting your time. Because of that, you want to move and do things haphazardly. I was told that some union leaders met and they had one side and then they started action. And in this country, I'm around. My deputy is around. The director of water is around. Nothing was done out there without their involvement. I work as a team leader. I work with people. I'm not a despot. A despot is the one, you want to be a boss. What kind of boss? When you are bossy, when you are walking, you walk alone, like you are on a walk. You don't walk with people. So when something is going on, they will not tell you. For whatever benefit you get from me, from anybody, when I'm going on, tell me. Your loyalty to me is to tell me the truth. Job and me, I learn all the time on the job. Things that I don't know, I call people. When this guy came, I made him explain the thing to me properly. I learned some new things, and I've learned so many new things here. And people will say, it's like you just be here and you know so much. When the went set up, because I was in Accra for 10 years, we worked with that place a lot. That's why I do so much. And everywhere you learn. Education has no end frontiers. Anytime you want to learn something new, you learn to learn something new. When we went to position 201, my father has been pushing me to do theology. I did the first degree, and I did a master's in theological science in the University of California. We did that period. And I'm doing the PhD. And I learned so many things as I move along. So you learn on the job, you learn everywhere. But if you close up because of small parochial interest, it will help you. Some of us, because the man I'll give you some beer and something, so you want to always jump and support me. You are not helping me. You don't help anybody like that. If you're a senior person, don't allow that to happen. That is the advice I want to give to you. Trade unionism has changed from just kitty, lockout, demonstration. When you take that as the option, you would have gone through everything. When I was the minister and we go to ILO, ask our people, when we go in there, when I went to ILO, I always went with people who would be ready to be there. We learned. So last year before I left, for the first time in our history, the board, the governing board, all three, I was elected, the trade union boss was elected, all were elected through the work that we did. I put them into groups. Let's go, you go here, you go here, and listen to. They will come, we discuss. People were paying money, people didn't pay, and then industry. That's the tripartite. We all were elected. So let's calm down. Let's not, in the name of union, in the name of the workers. Those who blocked them out didn't inform the workers. Before you do something like that, you have to get the mouths of the workers. Let them know why you want to do this. Justify it before you go and do it. Yesterday there were news all over the place. Where somewhere they called me that when I found out that actually there was nothing like that. But some people just put it out there. Thank you for indulging me again.
Honorable Minister, colleague workers, from your response to the Togois that came earlier, I personally am confident that this company will survive. Yeah, we have listened to the presentation on the restructuring exercise that's going on. We've given a lot of details. And you all agree with me that our change process has moved into a different gear. And change management, it is important that you tell people about the change and the way it's going to affect them. And that is exactly what has been done for us today. I want to entreat all of us that there has to be a paradigm shift. We need to build teams. We need to cooperate. There has to be a new culture. If what we said can really work. I want to invite all of you to position yourselves to work harder than we are doing now, so that we can change this company for the better. Thank you.
Can we? Can we? Yes, we can. Can we? Yes, we can. Yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable. We'll take the last word from Amengo quickly.
Thank you. I think we have gone quite far, and I want to say that this interaction is a way of exchange of ideas, education, so that we can move forward. I believe everybody here is eager to get this company succeeding. Somebody asked a question, how can they ensure that this performance contract will work? And my simple question is that if you look at what is in it for you, and put in everything, it will work. The Ugandans who came, they actually came here to learn from us. The consultant who came said he brought his team of 12 people to come and study how we work at that time. But why is it that we are now calling him back to come and tell us what to do? It's because we really value what we have. So when you value what you have and you are committed to succeed, you will succeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Managing Director. And I want to call on Madam Governor to give us a vote of praise and appreciation.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. I think you all agree with me that it's been a wonderful day. If you agree with me, let's all give a round of applause before I finish. Let me first of all observe our protocol and extend our gratitude to the Honorable Minister and his team. I cannot mention all their names, but we are grateful to them for today. What we done today is a mark that we are going to move in unity. I personally think that from today, we are going to work with renewed attitude and together we will move our company forward. Thank you, Mr. Honorable Minister. And to the chairman and his team of the implementation committee, we also thank you for your vision. And we know that we are going to work towards the goals of this country. So that today, tomorrow, the children to come will not blame us, but know that we put our efforts together to make Ghana Workers Company. Thank you very much for your efforts. And my management team, my managing director, Ebola, he put something in his request. I thought another person was going to comment on it.
What did you say?
About our capital. Cash capital to boost our resources.
Okay.
I know you handle that in tenders. I thank you for your encouraging words and your hard work. I'm sure we are all honored to work with you as a team. For the way you cooperate with us, you listen to us, and you act, and then also support us in all our ways. Everybody here is recognized for your patience and vigor. I thank you all for your attention and even coming. From today to day, as I said, we are going to be different people, working together for the common good of our organization. Thank you very much for us. I know Reverend is coming to thank God for us. So I thank you all for your attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you for thanking us. Thank you for thanking us.
That was for the outstanding for the closing prayer for benediction. Now, we tell the minister and God that yes, we can. We are capable. So let's hold hands. And then the pastor will give us a closing prayer.
Hello. He is Lord. He is Lord. He has risen from the dead. He is Lord.
He is Lord.
Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. He is Lord. He is Lord. He has risen from the dead. He is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord.
Yes, Father, you are Lord and God. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for our times. You order them according to your will. We bless you for this time with you and with ourselves. We thank you for the discussions that we have had. Grant grace, Lord, that we might be mindful of the mandate you God has blessed you, God has blessed any man. But in the end, glory will be given to you, and it will be to our good. We bless you, Lord, and ask you to grant us grace, that in all our work began, continued in you, may be ended by your benediction and blessing. And your peace which passes all understanding, keep our hearts and minds in the knowledge of God and of His Son Jesus Christ, our Lord. And the blessing of God Almighty, which comes from the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, rests and abide with us all.